Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at. And welcome to the Savanh
Savanh
Family Show. Faith and fear. Two words that really mean the exact same thing. We believe that it's going to happen even though it has not happened yet. And whichever word you believe in the most will determine whether you step up or not start at all. So, the big question is this. How do married couples like us who have busy schedules, run high-performing businesses, face challenges daily, raise multiple children,
and yet still remain in love, passionate, and happy like when we first dated?
That is the question, and this show will give you the answers.
Welcome to the Savanh Family Show.
Master your relationship, your life, and your business now. And if this is your first time watching us, we just wanted to welcome you. My name is Savanh, and this is my beautiful wife, my amazing business partner, Phyllis Savanh.
Hi.
And let's start with celebrating our wins or sharing what you are grateful for. We want to start this movement where we want to help you guys. Everybody should really stop, smell the roses, be present, and really sit back and say, man, I accomplished a lot. I need to celebrate, and I am really grateful for the things that are happening in my life. There's more grateful things than ungrateful things that are happening in your life, right? Am I correct?
Absolutely.
So share that with us, for sure. And what is ours, baby? What do you want to talk about?
Why don't you start first?
Okay, so with us, for me, I am really grateful for all the students, right? One thing I'm grateful for being able to teach and coach these students live, like we're doing with our course. It helped me. It helped me get better. Mm-hmm. And that's I was just thinking about that today. I'm like, man, it's amazing to be able to teach them, but the growth, my growth has just been amazing. So that's really what I'm grateful for.
Yes, I'm really grateful to be in the environment that we're currently in. It's very positive, very momentum driven. And at the same time, we're also able to help other people to get to their dream that they want to go to. Yeah, ultimately, this is the ultimate dream that we want, which is impact people and at the same time also make money at the same time. But again, it's impact first, money second.
Yep. Impact versus income.
Yep.
So today we are continuing our Tony Robbins, Graziosi, the World Summit that we attended 3 weeks ago, somewhere around there. So many courses we've taken in the last 2 or 3 weeks. But today's topic is on faith and fear, right? Yes. And I chose this topic because one of the things I learned from the World Summit is, these two words really, they do mean the same thing. It's, we believe that it's going to happen. Whether it's, hey, I believe it's going to happen. I'm going to fail, right? Faith, hey, I believe it's going to happen, right? I have faith. Does that make sense? So it's like, we believe it's going to happen even though it has not happened yet. Yes. So they essentially mean the same thing. And what you value most, whether it's fear or faith, will determine if you're a fearful person, it'll hold you back, right? You're not going to step up and start really at all. But if you have faith, people who have faith in it, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it all the time. They're going to create massive breakthroughs and transformations. They're just going to take massive action. They're just going to do it. So all you have to really do if you wanted to essentially move forward and make humongous progress, even small progress, is to have more faith than fear. Right?
Absolutely. So I totally agree. And this is something that I constantly are working myself with because, growing up, right, I think mom and dad usually use fear as the motivator. If you don't do this, you're going to lose this. If you're not going to do that, you're going to suffer from this. If you're not doing this, you're going to get punished by this. So a lot of time it's very negative motivation. And so we learn how to actually have pain as the motivator. And now because I'm getting into Tony world, all the environment that we're getting in, we realize that there's a new way of thinking things and there's new way of doing everything. So, Tony said it best, it's faith versus fear. You can't see both of them. You technically get stimulated.
They're not in the same room. Yeah.
Yeah, and you technically get stimulated the exact same way. It's just that the outcome is either positive or negative, and you control that outcome. You can visualize the outcome. You can visualize that you are a homeless person, or you can visualize that you're in front of thousands of people that you're speaking in front of. You choose, and then your subconscious mind, your mind will help you validate that and make that happen. Just kind of like that book, the Secrets. right? Whatever you believe in, whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to get.
Most definitely. So we're going to share with you 3 tips today, takeaways from there that we. This is the third takeaway from the World Summit. So I don't know how many takeaways we're going to share with you, but we're going to share with as much as we learned there.
Yep.
So third takeaway. So if you haven't watched our previous episodes of this particular show, please go back and watch it. But the very first one is think of what you will gain by going for it, right? To have more faith, think of what you will gain by going for it. And this is action driven, right? Because if you're moving towards pleasure, what can I get if I had just had more faith and I just went for it? What could become, or what can happen? Who can I have better in my life? What life will I have? What business, career, job will I be having? The money I'll be making, the title I'll be having. Just think about that, right? What will you gain by really going for it? And this is the very first step to having more faith of just going for it.
Yes, I think C's always loved to say this thing where, you will jump off the cliff.
Yeah, jump off, grow wings on the way down. Totally.
And that's something that, a lot of time I have a hard time doing. I'm a C personality. I'm not really the dominance. Yes. And I'm working towards it. I'm learning every single day. And, the good news is, we are polar. So, polar opposite of each other. So he's always pushing me to make sure that I jump off.
And she's in love. So she'll say, you jump, I jump.
Absolutely.
Yes. And then the second tip that we have for you is think what it has cost you, right? So far by not going for it. What it has cost you right now, yes. Right? So think about that. So you're like, man, the girl I really wanted, the life I wanted, the business I wanted, or the business I failed to launch was because I didn't go for it. I had fear instead of faith. Yes. And what has that really cost you? Maybe you're not in the life you want. Maybe you're not in the relationship you want. Maybe you're not making the money you want, or live in the neighborhood you want, or travel, or whatever it is that you want. Think of what it has already cost you. And just by doing that and listing it down, and quite honestly, you should start moving away from that fear column to the faith column more.
Yes.
Right? So.
Totally agree. Again, it's kind of like, one of the things that I have done that was crazy that I'm going to just share with you right here.
Wow, I didn't know she does crazy stuff.
You already know. And you always make fun of me of it. When I was in college, I don't really have a lot of money, but I really determined that I wanted to finish my school. I don't know where I got the faith from because I'm fearful as crazy. But I have $1,000 left in my bank account. I decided to go buy a car. I don't know how to drive, but I pick a stick shift because it saves money on gas. It doesn't have air conditioning and it doesn't have an airbag. And we drove all the way down to Mississippi. I got that driver license, and then drive down to Mississippi and then drive down to South Carolina to sell Bibles at that time.
Door to door.
And door to door. Yes. I don't know why I would do that, but I don't know whether I'm going to do it again or not. However, I did that first day into selling. I got into a car accident. So I have a cut right here. If anybody can see it, I do have a cut right here. My teeth hit my lip and, my tongue come out. So I have 2 mouths at the moment. Couldn't really speak well in English, but hey, whatever it is. So long story short, in that summer, I got into 7 car accidents.
7.
Yes.
And that wasn't even summer, right, babe? Wasn't it like 2 months?
Yeah, it's like a summer.
It's like once a week.
Once a month.
Typical week.
Once a month. It was a long summer, I think. I remember they was talking about, wow, it's like you having a period. It's like, you wrecking a car. But the good news is I was the number 7 in the company. I make a lot of money out of it. And I actually managed to pay off my school, my tuition, and I have money to buy a ticket to go home. And I bought gifts to go home too.
Amazing.
And I was just really, really proud. But, if you really think back, I was like shaking. I was scared as crazy. But what would it cost me if I didn't go for it? It would cost me my education. It would cost me that I have to go back home and tell people that I failed. But the number one thing is it will cost me my, my education. But actually, I just thought about it. What would that really cost me? They will cost me my beautiful husband, my sexy husband. I would have not met him if I didn't graduate from school. I want to have this opportunity to talk to you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to have this opportunity to impact your life, to get your life to be in a better place. Because again, I was working hard, not smart at all. Yeah, not smart at all, but work hard. But again, what does that really cost you if you're not going for it? I know what it cost me. I love this. I love my beautiful kids. Man, I'm so glad that I didn't listen to the fear. I listened to the faith, and I knew that I can break through, and I did break through to it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's all because of you, baby.
Oh yeah,
it's all because of
you. So, and then the yes, amazing stuff, right? Amazing story. My wife is just amazing. It's a very strong woman. So, and then third tip we have for you is think what it will cost you by not going for what it will cost you, right? And how do you do that? Well, forward yourself. Future pace it to.
Yep.
I call it, for me, Tony does the same thing too. I call it the rocking chair test, right?
Yep.
And some of you guys have I've heard people say I have a deathbed test, right? Where I'm on my deathbed, it's my last breath, and people ask me, how did I live my life? What did I accomplish? Did I go for it? How would I, what story will I tell? Some people have that, but so mine's like a rocking chair test. I want to see, I have my children, grandchildren in front of me, and it's my birthday. And literally it's my last year, right? And I just kind of know it for some reason, my last year. Like, what's going to go through my head? What am I thinking of at that point? Yes. Did I go for it? Did I get the girl I wanted? Did I get the life I wanted? Did I go for it? Did I let fear hold me back, even though it's something that hasn't happened yet, but I believe it will happen? Or did I let myself be guided by faith, where also I know it hasn't happened yet, but I believe in it, right? So yes. Think about that. What it will cost you by not going for it. And you get one shot at life, right? We already know this. You get one shot at life. So what life will you live? And you can either choose to live an ordinary life or create an extraordinary one.
Absolutely. I think Glenda actually has a really good quote about that. I can't remember exactly, but it's literally like this. Would you feel better if you know that you just, you didn't try your best to do everything you could? Or, if you put everything full, force forward, and what you're going to get and what you're going to become. Yeah,
I believe in the ultimate failure is never starting at all. That's the ultimate failure. So, so my brothers and sisters, I know you guys love this show. So please hit the like button. Hit it now. As well as, yes, hit it right now. We're going to grow. So, and then comment below. So if these things have resonated with you and how you have overcome fear and stepped up and really understand that life, business, relationship you have is guided by faith, share with us so we can share with the rest, as well as follow our pages. So this way, when we upload new videos or go live, you'll be alerted every single time. And just to kind of summarize everything, faith and fear. Look, they mean the same thing. They really do, because it hasn't happened yet, but we believe in it, right? Yes. So, and if you weigh one or the other is much more significant in your life, then it's either it's going to hold you back or really and not start at all, or really push you forward to really kick butt and take names and really start everything. So third tip is think what you will gain by going, really what you will gain by going for it. Think what it has cost you by not going for it, right? To believe in faith, and think what it will cost you really by not going for what it will. So future pace yourself. So there are some links below for you to learn more from us and learn more about us, as well as other previous videos. If you have not seen them, go back and see them. We are always looking to add massive value and impact your life. And then the question of the day is, what are you going to do? Are you going to step more on the side of faith, or are you going to let fear really kind of, be the driver of your life, right? So we love you. We look forward to adding more value to it. We look forward to seeing you in the next show. We'll see you soon. If you like this show, subscribe now.
Remember, mastery starts here.
See you on the next show.